Happy Friday to you. I'd like to start with a passage of Scripture today. It's in a passage that's a favorite one for many of you. Isaiah 40, chapter 40, verse 25 says this, "To whom then will you liken me? Or to whom shall I be equal, says the Holy One? Lift up your eyes on high and see who has created these things, who brings out their host by number. He calls them all by name. By the greatness of his might and the strength of his power, not one is missing." That's referring to the stars, of course, the galaxies, the universe. Everything that's there is put there by God. He is sovereign. Now, most Christians, I think, would admit that they believe in the sovereignty of God, that God is in charge of all things. That's not the same as fatalism. Fatalism says that God causes everything to happen, where sovereignty says that God directs all things, that he's over all things, that nothing takes him by surprise. We may say we believe that, but sometimes we use words that betray us. Words like luck, for example. Or we say things like, well, I guess that's the way God wanted it to be, which is really another way of saying fate caused it to happen. We believe in a personal God who knows everything, who is aware of all possibilities, who is bringing good outcomes to his end, and cares deeply about each one of us. His sovereign care is not just over eschatology or end-time events, but his sovereign care even relates to us, to me, to you. He arranges our lives in such a way that things happen according to his overall design. The little letter that we're going to study on Sunday, some have called it a postcard in the New Testament, the letter to Philemon, has two themes that are often overlooked that we're going to take a quick look at. Number one is the sovereignty of God. How is it that Onesimus ended up in Paul's prison cell, came to Christ, and then went back to Colossae? That's quite a story. And secondly, the whole subject of slavery, a social, ugly evil. How should a Christian deal with those kinds of things? Well, there's a lot in that little letter, and I hope that you'll enjoy understanding God's sovereignty and a Christian response to social ills as we study that letter together. We'll see you on Sunday, either online or in person. God bless you. Goodbye.